This thing looks funky and crude, doesn't it? Just a little prototype from when I was making blades a lot. I like working on cars, so I'm making some videos about it. This is a box with struts for this C30. When I got it, the mechanic I bought it from said that it had a cheap Chinese strut. You could hear it clanking around when you pull out at like 5 miles an hour. You could feel it when you're going like high speeds and you hit a bump. Like the wheel felt a little loose. Try to pull a little bit. I just like making the videos from point of view so I don't have to get in front of the camera. Shy about it, I guess. These are the stock brand sacks. Recently I took a 14-hour road trip, and the tire started, the shock got worse. So with every rotation of the tire, I can hear it. It feels like it sounded like the tire is lopsided, clunk, 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 clunk. So I stopped driving it till I get these parts, so I'm excited to get them. But I did take the rear tire off and put it on the front, and I was thinking maybe the shocks made the tire wear out, but it wasn't. It's still the shocks. I'm hoping this will solve all my problems. I guess when you change your shock, you're supposed to, I'll show you what they look like. You're supposed to do the bearings as well. Okay, good, they're in here. These are the bearings. It's from Rock Auto. So if you need parts that are reasonably priced, that's a good website to use. Sorry for the jumpy camera, but I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay, so pretty basic. No springs on them as expected. It's not a complete assembly. And then I should have a right and a left one, and they should be marked. As far as I know from watching videos. Okay, these ones are not marked, so that's gonna be, it might be fun. Let's see if it's on the box. What does that say? Huh. 665009. This one is 667009. Okay, so I might have to look up the part number to see which is left and right. But also what I did was got a spring compressor tool rented from O'Reilly's. So here's what that looks like. I'm hoping this is gonna work. I'm just doing it over here at my storage because, yeah, my buddy's at work, so I'm not gonna use his driveway like I thought I was. Just got my fingers crossed, hoping everything will go smooth. Kind of want to show what this tailgate's attached to on another video. It's a pretty cool build, just spendy. So it's an old 70 shorty that's got new paint on it. And then another truck I have is a 76 short box, so I got this thing. I'm gonna put this on it. It's the silver one, direct injection onto a 327. Okay, here's what it's looking like under here. Got it on a jack stand. Got the tire off. It was actually easier to beat a socket wrench with a hammer to get the lug nuts off, because when I was using that lug wrench, it was scraping the inside of this, so I didn't want to scratch that. So this guy, I pulled it off by hand, but it did require a bit of tension. If you spray it with WD-40, it might make it easier. I was just sketched that I would rip my brake line, but I did get it to pop off. And then I got this guy off with a wrench, and that I hit the wrench with the hammer to break it loose. But so far, this bolt here, I don't have a driver, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get an angle on it where I can hit the ratchet with a hammer, but so far it's been fighting me. I sprayed it with PB Blaster. And I'm doing the driver's side first, the one without the busted strut. Well, when you replace a strut, you're supposed to do both of them. So I'm doing the good one first because when you're driving around on a busted strut, it makes the other components wear out. So I'm getting a visual on what the components that are likely still good, what they look like and stuff. Just trying to do maintenance to this as best as I can with limited experience. So this is the one that's coming off. Looks like somebody hit this at some point with something. It's like, why would they hammer on that? I am a bit nervous about this because one or two of the videos said to remove this, to loosen this up so that you don't misalign something inside of here, but I'm not sure if I should take off the axle bolt because I don't know if it will mess something up or not. So I'm just leaving it tight. I'm just gonna, when this drops down, I'm gonna support its weight with something so it doesn't damage anything by being too abrupt with it. And then I got to bust this loose. I'm gonna just try to use a pry bar. Okay, it took me a while to get that off of there. I had to wait till these people leave so I could grind up this Allen key. So you take an 8mm Allen key and you grind it down so that it will fit back here on this. And then you turn it. And I still had to beat it with that hammer. So the mini sledge is better. That one didn't have enough weight. And I messed up my rack and pinion boot thing. I tried to zip tie it. I don't know. Feeling a bit defeated after messing that up. Don't know if I can just buy another one of those boot things and replace it. And even then, it looks like it won't be very easy to get to. But I was looking at the other suspension components, like the ball joints and tie rod ends, and they still look like they're not, like, everything else looks tight. So hopefully it'll be good. But now I'm going to take the spring compressor tool. I'm going to put it on this and try to take it apart so I can reassemble it with the new ones. Man, check this war zone out. This was crazy to get this piece disassembled. Oh man, I went to town on this bolt on the top. It fought me every step of the way to where I just ended up angle grinding it. You're supposed to hold it with an Allen key, and that part got stripped out. So what do I do? Angle grind it and hit it with a hammer. Finally it disassembled. Oh my gosh. But I had the spring compressors on there. So this is the left one. So the left means the driver's side. When you're sitting in the vehicle, it's to your left side. So this part is removable. So I put that on there. And then you stick your dust boot in. You put your clamps on. Clamp down the spring pressure. This piece, this thing, it was on there really tight. It was hard to get off. So I think I might have to lube it to get back on there. But yeah, this top cap, I put my new bearing on it already. See? You stick it on there. The old bearing, here's what it looks like. It just fell apart when I hit it with the hammer. There's the remains of the bolt. But man, I've just been in a bad mood. Like, this might be TMI, but I'm talking to my dad. He has dementia. About like working on my truck last night. And it's like I've been chasing electrical gremlins like crazy, like to the point where I've spent more time trying to work out this old wiring than it would have been to just rewire the whole thing by now. But what was wrong with it was it would have a parasitic draw, so when you stop the vehicle for like more than 5 minutes, if you leave the battery terminal connected, and I kept having to carry the battery to recharge it, it would die. So finally I just went through it and got it all to where it's starting now. But in the melee, my freaking headlights don't work, so I'm telling my dad about it, and he's like, you need to take it to a shop. They can put it on machinery to get it fixed. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what machine are you talking about? And he's like, computers. Yeah, and they have better equipment, stuff that you can't afford. And I'm just like, first of all, you don't even know what machine you're referring to. And all I'm talking about is getting the headlights fixed. And then he just throws like this nail at me, like he has like dementia. I'm trying not to like check out on him, but he just got back from just going out to lunch at McDonald's, which I have mixed feelings about. But anyways, I angle grinded it, I took it apart. I've only got a couple more hours, so I gotta get this thing put back together. And I'll make another video to show how it goes. Alright, so yeah, please excuse the mess. I'm kind of antisocial and I have bad people skills, so when I need help to work on the car, I don't really have a lot of people to throw down. It's like if you even try to talk about just the topic of cars, they just check out on you. It's like tough being a car guy if your pockets ain't deep. Blah blah blah. Anyways, I'm trying to stick this guy back into here, and when I put it back together, I wasn't sure about the orientation of it. Like, it's got a rounded edge, so it's like, which side does the rounded edge go on? And then also this thing is like, this piece is like diagonal, so I'm not sure about the orientation of how that sits with the spring. I guess this video will be good because when I take apart the other side, if it's not right, I can just redo it. But this is what it's looking like with the thing put back together with the spring compressor tool before I reinstall it. Okay, so I'm finally getting it buttoned up. Oh man, that was a lot more difficult than I imagined. And I'm a full-grown 200-pound person. Oh man, I'm not sure what the torque spec is on this bolt, as well as this one back here, the knuckle, and then the three up top. So these three up top, what was difficult about it, these were difficult to get aligned. The tolerances on it, when you reinstall it, the tolerances are really tight. Like, the jack barely fit underneath of the rotor. Here's what my brakes look like, by the way. Anyways, just randomly, stock Volvo brakes. The jack barely fit. This barely fits. You have to get this lined up with the bolt holes up there, and then you have to jack it up and get the tie rod or whatever this piece is to line up, and you have to like turn this to get this bolt hole, and just, oh man, what a fiasco. This job is difficult. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give, if you're doing it solo, I would give it a 7.5 or 8. When you mess with suspension components, it's heavy duty work. So yeah, hopefully the alignment won't be shot now that I did this, because I'm gonna drive, this was the good one. This one is the one that didn't even need replaced. So I'm gonna drive it back home with the crappy bearing because this place where I'm working at is about to close and I gotta leave. So now I still gotta do the other side, and that took me like 4.5 hours. I'm not kidding. Well, I was waiting to use the angle grinder. I had a delay, but seriously, if you went gung-ho at it and you're inexperienced or rookie, it took me like 3 hours. So, man, this is why I don't like asking people for help. I'd be like, can you come help me change my suspension around? Like, who wants to do that? You just want to sit on your couch eating Fritos and relaxing, right? Like, who wants to help you in the shop? Oh, man. People will kick you while you're down. Like, when I transitioned from my Prius and doing door dashing, like, driving the car every day, and then I ended up getting this one so that I could have fun while I'm working because it has a turbo or whatever. But man, I had to like borrow some money from some family, and they had to make sure to make comments about it. They couldn't just be like nice about it. I'm like, man, oh yeah, it's relaxing and frustrating at the same time to work on cars. And my dad's wife was like, yeah, especially when you have to pay your rent. So that's what she started it. That's what started it with my dad. And then he had to chime in later like, oh yeah, you gotta take your truck to a shop where they have computer machinery because you can't afford that kind of equipment. And I'm just talking about fixing my headlights. So basically I was just in a bad mood the whole time I've been working on this. I can't even remember what this piece is from. Like, what did this go to? Oh my gosh. That was on here, wasn't it, guys? Yep, it was on here because this holds that. Alright, I'll make another video for y'all later. Hopefully you enjoyed this rant as well as mechanical first time experience of changing some Volvo struts on a 2013 T5.